Week number 9 of 260 minutes. I'm back at Yuck Yucks Calgary. They're my most common venue, and I'm really glad that they're supporting me in this project. Tonight's set, I gotta tell you, when I have more than a week to write one, like I did the set last Wednesday and tonight's Friday, when I have more than a week, I always think, oh, I got loads of stuff, I'm gonna refine it, but then I just procrastinate like a jackass. And so I spent yesterday and today writing it. I have no faith in this, but fortunately I do get to do a bit of a run-up with old material before I go into it, so hopefully that wins them over enough, and hopefully I'm on my game enough that the performance sells it. I am actually very happy to be here, not just because you're a great crowd, that's like 20% of it. The other 80% is that there's air conditioning in here, and goddamn, I've been missing that. I've been sweating so much this week. I feel as though I'm like a southern property owner. Like I need to buy a linen suit and figure out how to make a mint julep. Just fan myself every single week. I actually noticed at my drugstore, well, not my drugstore, I don't work at one. That'd be weird, right? Like me all day in like a short sleeve button up. Name tag, come here, talk about my penis. It'd be uncomfortable. But anyways, the drugstore near my house, they're selling air conditioners, which makes sense, but they're not like in some special electronics section. They're impulse buy items. It's like gum, magazine, air conditioner, batteries. Oh. And they're sold out. I can't believe that they don't even have one left. It's pissed me off every time. It does make sense, like it's good cross-marketing, because if you buy medication from the pharmacy, it says that you have to store it at room temperature, so you have to buy a fucking air conditioner. I think Alberta Health should cover that shit. Huh? Yeah. Glad you agree. My grandma poisoned me recently. I'm glad the setup's funny on its own. Actually poisoned my entire family, this woman did. We were having brunch at her house, and we were having pancakes, and I ate my own body weight in pancakes, because she makes motherfucking good pancakes. And I would say that right to her face, too. Like, Grandma, you make motherfucking good pancakes. But after the meal, she goes, oh, that didn't change the flavor at all. And I said, what? And she said, oh, I added 100% bran. And I said, Grandma, you can't do that without telling people we're not over 80. We're fine. We go to the bathroom enough. It was just like this disheartening moment, like she betrayed me. It's like she looked at me and said, I never loved your grandfather. I'm like, oh. And it also, it ruined my day because I had to keep going to the bathroom, but it also dried me out internally, like I just had no moisture left. So it didn't, it was a very environmental day in the bathroom because I really wasn't using any toilet paper and I was making kindling back there, so. For those of you that aren't on board, just picture crumpling crackers into soup. That's kind of how that went on. She poisoned me with bran cakes. I would have had a better day if I just drank what was under her sink. It would have cleaned me out less, I think. It was horrible. Oh my God. But I've actually figured it out, though. That might be why you hear these old women poisoning men with arsenic. Maybe they're just trying to help them loosen some shit up. They've tried cherries and they've tried bran, and they're just oh, maybe a little bit of arsenic. And because if they were trying to kill them, they wouldn't have to poison them. They could just pop a balloon in their vicinity. Throw away the balloon remnants. You'll never get caught. Don't flush them, though. That stuff tends to back up the toilet. So. All right. One more little chunk here. I really want to know one day what it's like to be an attractive girl at a bar. I really just would, just the one time. I'm sure it gets annoying for all the women in here, eventually, but I just one day want to try it. And the only place I think I can go to simulate that would be a gay club. I guess that's the obvious choice, but I don't think I'm a catch for a gay guy either. Nobody's going to talk to me there. I just feel lucky to get a half-price shooter or something. I'd probably have better luck going in drag to a straight bar. Probably work out better for me. I've actually been invited to a gay club many times in my life, but never by a gay guy or a girl. It's always by straight guys. They're like, oh, we'll go pick girls up there. They're not suspecting anything. I was like, that's not a good thing to say before you go out for a night, okay? Just put the duct tape down, sir, okay? Just back away from it. But they're like, oh no, they just like to go dancing, we can go hit on them. And I was like, me on a dance floor, they're gonna know I'm straight. There's no way. That jig is up. That is one place where I've never been confused for a gay guy before in my entire life. Hot girls, though, at a bar are like the celebrities of that bar for that time. And if, by the way, you're a hot girl and you don't feel you're a celebrity at that bar, just go to another bar. You can be the star of something. I promise you that. So much so that you even get like celebrity nicknames. Like, like instead of Tomcat, you get like Boozy and Drunky. Other, rejected dwarf names. Blitzton, reindeers work too. There was actually one time I was dancing with a couple of really hot girls, friends of mine. I wasn't going to be able to sleep with them at all. I tried so many times. I picked up the duct tape and too far. But there was these two hot girls dancing with me, and I was kind of just hanging out with them. And there was this guy trying to hit on them, and he kept coming up to them and like bothering them. So finally they turned to him. I didn't hear what they said, but I just saw his face change. Like his jaw literally dropped. He looked at me with awe and wonder and shock and surprise. Like he thinks I'm a god, I'm sure, at this point. Like if he ever saw me on the street later, he'd give me bounty from his harvest. But I didn't know what they said, and I finally said, "What the hell did you say to that guy?" And he goes, she tells me, "Oh, we told him that you're our boyfriend." I've never been happier in my entire life. I finally realized what that guy was looking at me for. He was surprised that I wasn't gay. Yeah. He hadn't seen me dance. So, all right, that's the new stuff. Thanks for listening. Not bad. I'm like, oh, look at the top of this. It's kind of screwy. It's screwy. I could screw that into a light socket and be like beer goggles, only beer lights, so we'd all look sexy. Like, I'm annoyed. Well, that went really well tonight. A really hot crowd out there at Yucks. I actually wish I could post the material I did leading up and ending off my set tonight, because that was a lot of fun to do, as was the 260 set. I'm getting a little tired of the format of like two big chunks and kind of one topical opening, so I think next week I'm going to try my hand at doing just 5 minutes on one topic and one subject and see how that goes.